Now, I have something to say. I am Jasmine Renee Davis. My date of birth is June 12, 1986. I am so serious about what I'm about to say. Now, this can be, it's not, okay, I'm going to say it like this. It's not an indictment. It's not an arraignment. But this is something serious that I want to say. And I'm going to break it down as best as I can. And I'm going to just come on some other time with a live video, of course. So, I am Jasmine Renee Davis. And I have proof and reason to know and to ask the question. And I'm trying to say it because this is how I say it. Stop killing people and forcing them on mental illness, all kind of medical issues, problems, criminal activities, all kinds of things, and calling it suicide so that you punk ass motherfuckers can constantly get money because you claiming that you losing your people to self-inflicted problems where they are voluntarily succumbing to drugs and lost ambition. And so in a wartime too, you're probably getting money for funding to aid the cities and the states so people can fertilize it and build and make babies and travel and probably build relationships so they can make babies or build jobs, which where the fuck can anybody really stand it? Where can anybody get a fucking job around here average? I don't give a fuck who Miss Kenosha, Racine, or Wisconsin is, cause they ain't got shit the fuck on me because I done been through all kinds of shit and pretty things too. And I'm right here, and I'm going to continue to be myself. That's not going to change. I am not dying. I am never committing suicide. You motherfuckers sit there and you know goddamn well. And you're constantly putting people out to fucking dry. They caught Bin Laden and murdered him. And the only reason why they found him was because of his laundry that he had outside airing out. So, you all I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, doing all kind of stupid stuff over and over and over again. And then you passing it on to generations. That shit sounds stupid. It's not cute. You have to look at it for what it is. Your misinformation. All of the dumb shit that you continue to push. The fucking people, you know that food is nasty. You know it's garbage. The fucking stores got more goddamn drug infested, contaminated fucking food than anything else in the motherfucker. Anybody could have a pharmacy around this motherfucker without a doubt. You all steady allowing this shit. Ain't not any of them telling the alternative to goddamn medication rather. I don't give a fuck about you. Motherfuckers ain't really committing suicide. And why don't you start documenting them premature babies that y'all motherfucking inducing? Cause your hospitals will be closed the fuck down. You stealing placenta. You hiding motherfucking umbilical cords, keeping that. You're not, then that motherfucking doctor gonna come up to me because he knew his ass was in trouble. Gonna say, oh, what about when you were getting the iron infusions? Cause he he probably lied and said that he gave them to me after I gave her. I said, oh, are you talking, and this during the chapter 51. They ain't had shit to do with, where the fuck is the iron today, wise guy? I said, oh, are you talking about when I went myself and talked to an OBGYN, a gynecologist, and I asked for some iron on my own, and I talked to her, and she told me who I could talk to, but I didn't get much of it. The fuck? I don't fuck with y'all. You don't need to feed me any goddamn thing. No. But you do need to report that you all are bringing premature babies and documenting them as full term, and they are not. Probably a good fucking 60, 70, 80% of the fucking population around here was forced out of the womb, and that is premature goddamn labor, please. And if you document that and all the premature labors, your hospital would be in a wide amount of trouble. Believe that. Just do it. Tell the truth, please. You're not treating people. You're not taking care of anyone. You're doing what you want to do with your fucked up practices and your abusive ass fucking religion. You're not doing any of it right. You're misinterpreting it. Ain't no 666, no goddamn horrible thing all the goddamn time. You guys are making people hate the things that they should be interested in, perhaps if that's their route. But a hater is going to say that somebody that they hating on is their enemy. You know why? Some of you motherfuckers don't want to grow. And some of y'all don't even want your children to grow. Some of them, you mad because you can't have children. And you can if you motherfucking focus on what's real and stop letting somebody tell you that your body is like theirs. Whatever the situation is. And I already told them, I said, why would you all sit here and force me into jail like this? Examining my body, looking at my naked body like this. You don't need to know what the fuck is inside of my body. That is not up to you to motherfucking constantly see how my organs are growing, what I done grew new up in my shit, and every time you want to motherfucking do some dumb shit. Felony where? Civil death how? A felony is a civil death. Believe that. Study it for yourself though. Look at the shit from where it was. I figured it motherfucking out in less than a day. But it took me a while to have the shit to even figure it out in less than a day in jail. And so now they don't want a motherfucker to get a tablet. And then at Winnebago, they got legal books, tablets. They ain't want me to get that shit either. But they sure pushing medication and asking for people's vitals. When somebody asks literally for vitals, that means they're asking for a person to be an organ donor, and that it can come at any fucking point in time. They're cheating with the blood pressure cuffs. I've been said it, but I seen that shit too motherfucking deep, serious, and real for what it was. For myself immediately. And she showed me back and forth. Bitches sabotaging their job, like they're hating on their jobs. They're doing stupid shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Putting their jobs in a position to lose and every motherfucking thing. The blood pressure cuffs, that's why mostly fat people have high blood pressure, because the blood pressure cuffs are not big enough. And they don't bring out a big enough cuff. I have seen them have to switch blood pressure cuffs on me many times. And when they have switched the blood pressure cuffs in the hospitals, in them clinics, my blood pressure read lower. But when they don't have the ones that might, a large is too small for my arm. And it looked like a maroon brown color, perhaps. But it'd be like a bluer one or something like that. That'd be a bigger one. I don't fucking know. It does not matter. But if it's steady popping off, that motherfucker too small. If it's squeezing, that motherfuckers be squeezing the shit out of me. But squeeze like a motherfucker. I don't believe in that shit. It's fake. How everybody have the same motherfucking blood pressure? I asked that doctor at Aurora. And then he said, well, some people have higher readings and that's their normal and all that. So why the fuck you motherfuckers trying to force this medication? Sheriff office in Kenosha told me that they're going to get a fucking warrant to force me to take medication, even though the corporation counsel, the attorney for the city said no. So you fucking putting your attorney at a fucking liability and y'all begging people to not motherfucking sue you. And you prolonging the lawsuits for over 5 years. And you ain't got time. So you constantly throwing people in jail, fucking them up, medicating them, forcing them to stay around this poor ass motherfucking place. The blood pressure cuff is too small, so it looks like high blood pressure. Or they make the blood pressure cuff looser and it looks like lower blood pressure. Lower blood pressure is possibly can be accused as an indicator of death, sickness, illness, that sort of thing. High blood pressure is really going to say that this motherfucker is alive, but they hating and they're going to try to lower it so that they can give a lower blood pressure to accuse of death. They're steady saying people are walking through those doors voluntarily, and they're calling it a suicidal kind of thing. That is historically known and why, and this is why they're fucking up a lot of older people right now today. Even the older people who have did things for them to take care of their fucking cities. Even their judges. Look over there in Hunters Ridge, in the neighborhood of Hunters Ridge. All them slinkily, slimily places over there. They nasty. That nasty ass Taco Bell over there. That bullshit ass Dollar Tree. That punk ass Pick and Save over there. They got the fucking Walgreens right there at the corner drugstore. A snitching, hating ass, misinformation, bullshit ass McDonald's right there. And the list goes on and on. It used to be like a strawberry field near there, all kinds of shit. I don't give a fuck about you. Pumpkin patches or some shit around there. But I don't give a fuck about them. They don't care about their partner that they show up to motherfucking work with or whatever. They don't care about me. They don't. No, they don't. Because what if I don't make it through the test that they put me through? What if I was really sick like they said I was? Putting me in jail for fake stuff. All of the stuff that they did. I haven't even had people really touch me in years. And then the motherfuckers touched me. That could have did anything for me. Or to me. To me. So I just want to put that information out there. And sure, it's a conversation starter, but it's way more than that. I'm telling the truth. I don't give a fuck, and I have no reason to deny myself. I'm out here, and some things have to change. Ain't no motherfucking suicide like that. I don't give a fuck. And if somebody shoot themselves in the motherfucking head, how the fuck do they do that too? I don't care what anybody had to say about me. People are trained in measurements. They have dummies. You know what? It used to be commercials and shit, car crash dummies and all kinds of shit. They'll sit there and be putting these motherfuckers in the cars in these facilities like that build cars and make them have car accidents in the cars to test and see if the car, how durable it is. They stand by their products. They stand by the things that their job encounters. Racine police try to get me to agree to some shit about dispatch. Dispatch mean kill. I'm not fucking with you ugly ass motherfuckers who you had company that you didn't even know that was showing up, motherfucker. Yes, it is. I have the video on my page. So, I'm not impressed. I don't have to tell them my name, especially when I'm not committing a crime. If I'm in a park, that is, but I'm living my life. And I had to take some apps off my phone, and I still have to update my phone. So I have to figure it out because I'm keeping my WhatsApp app. 1262 505-7137 is my phone number. My email address, an email address that somebody can send me an email at is JASMINEEREDAVIS@hotmail.com. But that's not why I discuss my apps. That's because something just popped up, so it looks like I have to continue my video like that. But that's just something. And it's not like word is bond. But what I'm saying is, I'm going to take care of my life and do the things that I have to do for myself because I believe in me. And I know who I am. And I don't have to have faith in I have not lost any faith. And I don't have to tell anybody any of that shit. I'm not a Christian. I'm not religious. I'm not on public aid. I don't get food stamps. I don't have a medical provider, medical insurance. The medical people running all over the place, getting medical insurance. And they have to realize some people I showed it. That woman at Forward Health in Wisconsin told me that the doctors are denying the people that come there, whether they call them a client or a patient, that they would not cover specific illnesses, right? But check it out. Those specific illnesses that those doctors in them hospitals or clinics won't cover, that's what they're diagnosing them with. Yes, it is. And so not only are they overcharging or denying them, if they have to go to the emergency room and the insurance doesn't cover it, the doctors don't treat it. And more than likely, they shouldn't accept them in the hospital, but more than likely, they're not going to call and transfer them or go fight for life. Or whose life are you fighting for anyway? Or calling a non-emergency ambulance to transfer them to a hospital that care, or even let them walk out without calling crisis and putting them on the Chapter 51. And then how the fuck they gonna be sick in jail or mental institute and you got them locked up? And then motherfuckers going to jail, even children around here going to jail from hospitals, being doped down constantly, sedated, over and over again. Yes, them babies gonna believe that they in pain because they're still recognizing their bodies. 100-pound children being locked up in motherfucking jail, even Racine County. Yes, it is. And the hospitals are making them dope addicts, even when they're not on drugs. And they're not keeping them overnight to evaluate them on the medicine to see if they have a reaction or whatever. So they're sending them drunk, fucking intoxicated, date raping the fuck out of them, sending them off to jail. Yes, they are. And then they say that they mentally ill because they call it incoherent, because they're not looking like they stable. Because of their voice, they might be too sleepy. They might say some silly shit. They might even ask where Barney and Baby Bop at. Because that's where the fuck they at. Because they're fucking drunk. They're not kicking it. They were fucking drugged. They're intoxicated. They're under the influence. And they under the influence of the wrong sound, of the wrong voice, of the wrong authority, of the inaccurate place they shouldn't even be at. So then they put them in a fucking holding cell for days off of fucking sedation, off of fucked up shit to see. And you know what the thanks they give them? To probably die in motherfucking jail. So that Department of Health Services can claim their body and rummage through and take whatever the fuck they want or leave it. Yes, it is. And this is the reality. It don't have to be sad. It's just what it is. I'm not mad. This is just what's happening. And I promise you, I have proof of all of it. And even if a motherfucker said it, I mean what the fuck I'm saying. I know it's happening because they did it to me. A motherfucker attacked me, cut me in my head, my skin. They put some little stitches in my head and sent me off to jail. And you know what happened? The doctors gave instructions to Racine County Jail, went to check on the stitches, went to remove the stitches, and they were late doing it. Racine County Jail was late checking on the stitches, and they did not treat the stitches, and they were late removing the stitches after the instructed thing. And they say, it's okay, this is just what they put on there. So it's okay, shut the fuck up when you trying to say a motherfucker this and that. And then they kick somebody out of their practice and then won't give them the medication that they say that they need unless they're gonna die. Me giving birth to children has never been suicide, but they treat it as such. A baby could be considered an organ if a motherfucker really want to consider it that way, but it's not. It's a baby. I said I gave birth. I'm not taking from me. What Elon Musk talking about, posting, talking about? Please reply if you see this. What the heck? No, that was something from X showing up a notification on my phone. I don't even know Elon Musk. But they talking about he got a black son around there somewhere in Africa. Take care of your motherfucking babies, or tell a motherfucker that it is what it is. Sometimes people make babies and just give the babies and they be on their way. Some people trick a motherfucker to say that they're just being a sperm donor, and later on they attack them and hold them by the nuts and say they not taking care of their children. So now they're in fucking trouble. See, cause they don't teach that type of shit in all of the schools though. So I have plans to live my life and take care of the fuck me. Shit, I'm real. This is real. This is who I am. And I'm not a bad bitch. I am Jasmine Renee Davis. Straight up. So I'm out here. And I'm going to come on some other time, show with a live video. And that's really because I have to charge my phone. Yeah, that's really because I have to charge my phone. Appreciate the information, but it's way more than that. This is actual actions. This is what's happening. And they doing insurance fraud. They doing all kinds of scams and schemes. They slinky, slimily, and all that. Worse than slime. But that's who they are. But I'm telling you, it's not suicide. Please. I want my life. And I want to live. And if I have to be out here for a while, I'm going to live. But they got a chips case trying to steal my son. And they doing all kinds of shit. And the white woman kidnapped my baby before. And I had a criminal charge for that. And I was not even there. And 2 people were there. He was not home alone. I don't give a fuck where they were. So what? A 3,000 square foot home at 6149 106th Avenue, Kenosha, Wisconsin. He could be outside. It was actually swing sets and shit in the backyard and a basketball hoop in the front yard. I promise you. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. That I installed. I installed the playground equipment. I installed the sporting shit, the basketball hoop. Please, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. This is my life.